going to make the actual disc pendants. So the first thing I'm going to do is take some of the badger balm and rub this on my hands. It's just the fingertips of your hands. You don't need to put too much on it. Now these are the two texture mats that I've got, and I'm going to probably use both of them. So what I'm going to do is get myself ready and put some badger balm on these, because if I don't do it now I'll probably forget. So here we go. So there's plenty of it, so don't skimp on this. Really make sure it gets right into all of the texture and the grooves on these little mats. So okay, these are ready. So now I'm ready to open the pack of clay. So just pull it open and in the little pouch. So with this I should be able to make 2 or 3 pendants using this amount of clay. Again, I always tend to roll it in the palms of my hands so that it gets nice and smooth. Obviously try and avoid wearing rings as it may nick the clay. So to roll it out to the right thickness, I'm going to use this roller and spacers. I'm just putting a little bit of badger balm on this. It's a new roller. Here we go. It's sticking just a little bit, but that's not a problem. Right, okay, so I've rolled it out here and I'm going to take my first little texture mat and press it in. Now you can just press it in by itself, or you can again use the roller. It's probably a little bit easier when you're starting out. Okay, take it off the Teflon and let's see what the texture's done here. I'm just peeling the texture mat off the clay rather than the clay off the texture mat. And here we go. Here's a lovely, nice, crisp texture, as you can see. So now I can decide which bit I want to use. So I can, I don't have to have the flower in the center of my pendant. You can take it slightly off center. Just see. This is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to press down, twist and lift. Here we go. So there's my pendant, and to get it out I'm just going to use a little damp paintbrush. Here we go. And I'm going to move this around. I don't really want my pattern to be too perfect. Here we go, and let's do the second one. So again, plenty of clay. Put it either side. There we go. So this time obviously I've got less clay, so I have to make it the shape of my cutter. And don't be worried about handling the clay. Now you may see some little lines in here, and that's simply the badger balm. Now because it's an organic matter, what will happen is that that will burn away during the firing, so don't worry too much about that. And now I get the chance to use my second little mat, and I'm going to roll that in slightly. Okay, and let's see what this one's done. There we go, and just gently peel it off, and again, what a lovely crisp texture here. So you can just use the corner of it, again, you don't have to use the center of it. And I'm going to cut down on this one. There we go. That's my second little disc. So I can make them together, or I can just use the whole shape on its own. It doesn't have to be, And I've still got more clay left over. So, okay, so this one, rather than keep it and let it go to waste, I'm just going to roll out some random little shape here. So here we go. Might as well use it all up. So with this one, obviously I'm not going to have enough to fill the cutter, so I'm just going to do it by eye and make a little circle here. Use my spacer. Okay. And I'm going to use this one again. Here we go, just a little bit more badger balm. So every time you use the mat again, put more badger balm on. Just roll it gently. Here we go. Oh, it's actually come out quite well. So I actually can make 3 pendants out of this. And what I'm going to do now is just gently push the sides back into this one, because obviously it's a bit thinner and it isn't quite circular. Right, so here are the 3 pendants. Actually, I could have even used up more clay, because guess what? When I use the cutter here, now, as you can see, this is getting stuck, but I can just take this out using the tweezers. So more clay. And here's another one. There we go. And the 3rd one. So what I could have done is taken out the clay out the first 2 and added it into my leftover 3rd piece, and I could have used all this clay as well. Here we go.